Exploding with over 2 kilotons of TNT.
More than comparable to nuclear weapons.
Oh my god.
It's over.
I'll be back. Oh, she's still not gone yet. 5 more minutes. I'm like, hey, wait for watch the best
works, bro.
I have it. But yeah, that's funny. But everyone's ready to watch?
Yeah, I'm watching.
If I say no,
I'm gonna keep pressing pray.
Well, look who's here.
Woo, it's pixel art.
Oh, and it's
Bakugo versus REZE.
The god of explosion.
Who do you think wins, Lamani?
Huh?
Do you think there's gonna be bullshit, or do you think Bakugo's
No,
actually
Bakugo's winning.
Bakugo is definitely gonna win this. I'm betting all my money on that.
Especially after the final season, he was injured doing that. He just had a heart surgery. So,
bro, I swear to God, they're gonna pull some bullshit.
It's over.
Started.
The next death battle has someone with Magneto. I'm calling it.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor,
for some reason, I just
find
have
out
a
who would win
a
death battle.
I can't think of another magnet guy right now.
Versus
Static Shock.
Like the smell of napalm in
No,
the
Static
morning,
Shock's
the
gonna beat
rush
that
of the
guy.
shockwave, the flash of combustion. I love it when stuff goes
Because that's my guy.
boom.
And no one
Static
knows
Shock,
that feeling better than
for the audience, Static Shock is my favorite superhero.
Katsuki Bakugo.
When your name literally means powerful bomb, it's no wonder he was born with the quirk explosion.
Birthday
It lets
420,
Bakugo
that's
create
great.
humongous kabooms from his palms. I can only dream
He's
of having
5'8".
hands that
Damn.
red.
Quirks are genetic superpowers that most humans are born with.
Short king.
Bakugo inherited his quirk from his
That is
parents.
so not short. I
Specifically,
need that
it was a
height.
combination of his father's combustible acid sweat and his mother's glycerin skin secretions.
Making Bakugo
Gross.
sweat basically like nitroglycerin. And the more he sweats, the bigger the booms. His parents basically made the perfect kid, absolutely oozing with shonen main character energy.
Bakugo felt similarly, so much so that he started bullying his childhood friend who happened to be born without a quirk.
Yeah, okay, he's kind of a snot-nosed turd sometimes, but come on, Wiz! The kabooms! They're
Never
so
liked
cool.
them.
Quirks are a natural biological feature of a person's body.
Never
In the
forget, hey,
same
jump
way
off the
that we
building.
don't really think about walking or breathing, Bakugo's explosions became like any other limb, especially with his rigorous training.
Bakugo quickly picked up on how to use his explosions to obliterate anything in sight, block attacks, launch himself around, and quickly maneuver in midair at hypersonic speeds, which requires a ton of focus and on-the-fly calculations.
And despite getting this incredibly dangerous quirk when he was 4, he somehow never killed himself or anyone else that we know of.
Yeah, that's when they unlocked
Bakugo
their
was
quirk.
truly a prodigy, destined for greatness.
And his only goal was to surpass Japan's numero uno superhero and his personal idol, All Might. In Bakugo's mind, the only person who wins no matter what. Absolute victory. No problem for the main character.
Except Katsuki wasn't the protagonist that he thought he was. That would be Izuku Midoriya, the quirkless child Bakugo bullied. In truth,
Imagine
he
it
was
just becomes
threatened
like
by
him.
Izuku's tenacity despite
It's just,
being
it's just
quirkless.
another fight
Really?
for
That
Midoriya.
crybaby's the main character? Well, Bakugo's inferiority complex would only get worse when Deku somehow landed a quirk that was just as cool, and both were accepted to the same superhero high school, UA High.
There, he would learn to be a superhero and fully develop his ultimate
How do you-
moves.
Like,
See, I always wondered, how can you learn to be a superhero?
I mean, it's like how you learn how to be a police officer, bro.
Is that... No, it can't be that easy, because these guys have, like they said, quirks that are completely different. There have to have some kind of, like, teacher to do specific things, like... But we get, like, a guy with a bandana. That is, like, a fake Kakashi.
I mean, they have other classes, but that's the only one that we see.
What happened?
flying through the...
Oh, we're just talking about, school about, superheroes. How do you teach somebody to be a superhero? And it makes sense what Anthony said about being like a police thing, like a police training situation. It makes sense. Everyone has different quirks. How the hell can you determine which quirk is good for this situation? Like, if it's like very vulnerable, you know? I don't know how I can do that. There's too many variables in that. I feel like it's unreliable.
I mean, that's why they have so many. They have all those other teachers, bro.
Where?
I mean, they
see
only showed it like
mentors.
once in season 1.
Yeah.
Where it gets brought up where they teach with Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
They had her come in to teach them something. I forgot. I don't remember what she told them.
Sky faster than sound with turbo speed, blinding people with stun grenade, focusing his blasts into armor-piercing shots, or making a big-ass tornado of death.
The howitzer impact involves
Howitzer
Bakugo
impact.
spinning himself in midair with his
Howitzer
explosions,
impact.
building up a
Like,
tremendous amount of
guy
swirling oxygen, and then
on the heroes
igniting
team,
it
but he's
all
just-
for one
how
hell
does
of a
he not
boom.
kill people?
He's pretty smart when it comes to strategizing mid-fight.
Fire.
He even developed new techniques for his quirk faster than Deku did.
UA High also aided Bakugo's development by preparing him with his iconic Grenadier bracers, gauntlets that allow him to store
Whoever made
Bakugo's
this
development by
poster,
preparing him with his
they got to get a raise. That's a really good poster.
his iconic Grenadier bracers, gauntlets that allow him to store up his sweat, gross,
Ugh.
for prolonged bouts, or to release all of it at once in a single massive blast.
He's also
How
got
he
his
didn't kill
hero
Deku in
suit,
that
which
fight, I'll
helps
never
him
know.
sweat
I
faster
know.
in order to build up stronger attacks. Or the Strafe Panzer, these badass turrets mounted to his back that store his
He
sweat
has
as ammo. With all of that,
Iron
it wasn't
Man
long
tech.
before Bakugo made his hero debut, called
Yeah,
the
right.
Bombshell
Yeah, he's doing
Hero,
it.
Great Explosion Murder God,
Oh, God.
Dynamite. Hey, I
That's
dig it.
terrible.
The more colons, the merrier.
But despite some early wins, Bakugo failed to live up to his own sky-high expectations. He had the makings of a great hero,
He's a
if
fucking
only he
dog.
could get out of his own way and put the team before his ego.
Especially when he was kidnapped by the League of Villains, ultimately leading Bakugo to blame himself for All Might's retirement. Something needed to change.
So he vented his frustrations in a slugfest with Deku and realized something
Slugfest.
crucial. That the kind of
That was still one of the
absolute
hardest
victory
fights
that
in the
defined
show.
All Might wasn't victory for himself, but victory for everyone.
He was starting to become the prodigy everyone knew he could be. I mean, hell, even while he was unconscious, he kept analyzing the fight he was in and coming up with counters. Somehow.
Somehow,
Bakugo's
yeah.
powerful enough to shatter
I remember
Todoroki's
that.
heaven-piercing ice wall, fast enough to keep up with villains like Shigaraki, who can catch light beams, and tough enough to survive, well,
Being dead? Yep, you heard us. Bakugo was killed, dead as a doornail. And then a single bead of sweat floating through his bloodstream detonated and restarted his heart. If that isn't
Wow.
main character plot armor, I don't know what is.
his stamina is perhaps the craziest thing about him. After all, he is tanking the recoil of all of his explosions.
With
Really?
the overuse of his blasts,
Wow.
literally tearing his body apart, he kept trying to make him stronger, and eventually his quirk awakened.
Essentially, when a quirk evolves to become stronger. Now, by condensing his explosions into smaller and more powerful clusters, Bakugo could enhance all of his techniques.
Like the Howitzer Impact Cluster, a stunning achievement in the field of explosionology.
Wow.
Or kaboom theory for the layman.
Powerful enough to shatter the side of a mountain or blow apart UA High itself. Judging by the school's size, we can estimate Bakugo's Howitzer Impact Cluster yielded over 300 kilotons of TNT.
Given Bakugo's
Bring up
whole
the
deal
movie.
is explosions, it makes sense
got
to
movie
science out
feats.
what a ton
Yeah.
of TNT actually is.
Do they?
It's literally the energy
That was
contained
totally
in
movie
1,000 kilograms of trinitrotoluene.
A
A
what?
chemical compound composed of hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon.
That's the
probably got so
recipe
tired
for
of people bringing up,
kabooms. Now
TNT
imagine a
crap again.
pile of TNT as big as the Empire State
Oh my
Building,
God.
blowing up all at once. That's Bakugo's
That's
Howitzer
terrifying.
Impact Cluster.
And these explosions can launch him so fast, it's like time stands still around him.
Like when he
What?
covered a huge part of this city
I
in a
completely
fraction of a
forgot about
second. Almost 400 times the
I mean,
speed
to be
of
fair,
sound.
how else was he
That's
catching up
not
with this
all.
guy?
Now he can
Right.
detonate his sweat remotely and from all over his body, not just his palms.
With all of this crazy bullshit, Bakugo became one of the strongest heroes on Earth, enough to battle and defeat All Might's lifelong arch nemesis, All for One.
That that is actually impressive, in my opinion, because he's technically a deuteragonist at this point at the final arc, the way I've
Yep.
seen it anyway. And hey, he did his thing. That was a pretty good explosion attack. He was just laughing his ass out. I was like, I can't feel any of this.
Honestly, the coolest part was when he killed that baby. Oh,
Hydrogen
man,
bomb
we stepped on that kid.
versus coughing baby.
That's right, the main villain. Who's the protagonist now, Deku?
Bakugo literally and figuratively surpassed his childhood idol and proved his mettle as a hero.
Number 5 on the rankings and rising. Not
I know
bad,
about all that.
Kachan.
But more
Ew.
importantly, proving
Oh,
his
was fighting.
Oh,
Who was-
God. Who said Kanchan? That shit is disgusting.
closest
Yo,
friends
can I just ask
to
though,
All
who
Might
actually
were-
straight up fought Bakugo and was like, yeah, I can beat this guy? Like, after all of that, and then you see him as a grown-ass man,
Mm-hmm.
like, nah, bro, I don't care what my villain power is. I ain't fighting that guy.
Even to Deku, he proved it to himself.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh
Take
my God,
that,
but he's
losers!
smart.
Sickest quirk in the world over here! Dynamite! Dynamite! Dynamite!
Let's see
Wiz,
this bump.
what happened to you?
What do you guys think? REZE is gonna get some kind of movie power scale up, or just
Dude, if they scale her somehow just because of that one scene of her punching the shit out of Sharkman, I'm gonna be screaming.
they're
The
gonna
fact
be?
that they didn't bring up Bakugo's movie feeds.
They did in the little blur.
They might as
like,
well be. That
little
shit's
short
impressive
thing, but
still.
That was it.
Right.
Death, war, famine.
I can't remember how crazy he, like what he did in the movie. that
Humanity
wasn't,
has been plagued by
uh,
all manner of ills since they first crawled out of the primordial
Why'd they-
ooze.
why'd they show that
In the
scene?
world of Chainsaw Man, there is nothing to fear but fear itself.
Because
boy.
fear itself is real, and they're called devils.
Literally devils from hell. These monstrous beings are the living embodiments of humanity's worst nightmares, and their power is directly
How are they gonna
proportional
scale
to
Chainsaw
that
Man
fear.
now?
So
I gotta
the
see
chicken
this.
devil might be so weak you could keep
Bucky.
him as a class
That's
pet,
Bucky right
like
there.
you know,
Oh.
a chicken. But what about the bat devil or the ghost devil? Or the devil embodying man's fears of one of the greatest weapons it's ever created, the bomb devil.
Hey.
Little is known about the origins of the Bomb Devil's current host, REZE, if that even is her real name.
She might look cute and kawaii, but she's actually a Soviet assassin trained from birth to be one of the deadliest killers on the planet. Basically a Black Widow. A cold and lonely existence for anyone, but quadruply
she
so
got
in a
put
world
down
as
that long.
effed up as this.
But all REZE wanted was a safe, normal, quiet life. As much a fable to her as Aesop's country mouse.
Too bad! You are now a walking, talking explosive. Have fun.
At some point, the girl known as REZE was implanted with a fragment of the Bomb Devil and became a hybrid, a human possessing a devil's powers without sacrificing their humanity, transforming their body into a living weapon.
As a hybrid, Reze's strength and
data
speed
retire.
are way crazier than a
Hey,
normal
the violence
human's.
devil.
And with her martial arts training, she's a force to be reckoned with up close. Also, Wiz, check out the bomb for a head.
Someone like REZE would eat you alive, literally. Should devils like REZE take any damage whatsoever, they can heal by consuming blood.
And that lets hybrids survive
Just
some
spits
pretty
blood at her.
insane stuff,
God, that's
like having their
beautiful.
limbs torn
Oh.
off, getting bisected,
The only
bleed in
thing
half,
she ever did.
or being roasted alive. Just slurp some blood and they're good
That
as
was my
new.
strongest.
Especially useful considering the Bomb Devil's primary ability is literally blowing herself up. REZE can emit explosions from any surface of her body, even tearing off limbs and turning them into bombs that she can
Like,
detonate at.
by the way, when I saw that firsthand in the movie theaters, oh my god, that was the most brutal IQ way of doing it. Okay, and she just regenerated from the head too. Like, that's just creative.
Will.
Damn,
I just
that's
find it funny where it's
hardcore.
just like-
She can
Sometimes when these devils like in the show, it's like sometimes when somebody gets fucked up, like when the devils gets fucked up, like it'll be something small and they're just done. Like they'll like lose an arm and it's like, oh my god, this is like some crippling injury right now.
Right.
Some blood. And then other times it's just like, oh, I got like fucking, I got atomized. Well, I'm back up in full form after one drop. Good to go, like, bro.
Yeah, Fujimoto is kind of not really.
You see
how do
Denji
you
has
say?
like a fucking torso and he's like, dude, I'm done. And then you see him fucking atomized. He's like, I'm good if I get one drop.
Yeah, Fujimoto is really consistent with that stuff, honestly.
I don't
use
know.
these blasts
I
to
don't know
jet
if
through
it's
the
really
sky at hypersonic speeds, maneuver and redirect herself in midair, and enhance the strength and speed of her blows.
Or REZE can send sparks that can ignite the atmosphere in explosions that tear apart entire cities. Making herself stronger, the more fear her wanton destruction creates.
As long as the area
Yeah, I
around
forgot
her is
about
dry
that
enough
feat.
to maintain ignition, Reze can create as many explosions as she wants, non-stop.
She can even turn her own body into different types of real-world bombs to massively enhance
Okay,
their
let's.
power.
Okay,
transport-
if any of them is a nuclear bomb, I think Bakugo might be dead. That's all I have to say.
I thought she couldn't do nukes.
Yeah, but are they going to figure that out? or did they not read ahead in the series? Because nuclear weapons don't exist right now in the series, so I don't know.
Her leg into a torpedo or her apron into dynamite. Every single inch of REZE is a living weapon.
This made her feared across the devil world as one of their mightiest warriors, and the perfect choice to assassinate Japan's newly acquired devil hybrid, Chainsaw Man.
You see, you might not think chainsaws are all that scary, at least not compared to bombs, but the Chainsaw Devil is special.
Any devil the Chainsaw Devil consumes becomes deleted from reality, retroactively erased from humanity's collective consciousness.
And here I thought chainsaws were for boring stuff like trees or Texas massacres. Silly me.
This ability makes the Chainsaw Devil the most important being alive and invaluable for any global power to control.
Except instead of meeting the fearsome chainsaw of legend, REZE met Denji, a dumb, horny teenage boy just looking for anyone, to love.
And for once, REZE actually hesitated. Rather than immediately kill her target, she got to know him and found they weren't so different.
Yeah.
Both were used as
The first time I read that, Lamani, in the series, it was pretty sad once you go back to the manga and saw the events over and over again with the context you have. And it just, thinking about it just makes you sad for REZE's situation.
Oh, yeah, I was already sad in that movie, bro. I was like, damn, fuck this bitch. And at the end, I was like, no, for long.
I am back.
Oh, what up?
Like, am I human?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's just a country mouse, man. Leave her be.
tools of the state as weapons of war rather than people. A kindred spirit in a hostile world, Denji wanted to drink up as much of the excitement of life as he could. The town mouse to her country mouse.
I didn't get my
And
GED.
thankfully, he was super easy for a pretty face to manipulate.
I'm actually
It
curious.
wouldn't be the only time.
REZE's nothing if not professional, and she gave Denji one parting gift
What'd she
to
do
teach
with
him the
the-
way devils did battle before he died.
As the embodiment of one of the deadliest weapons known to man, REZE's power is off the charts, capable of creating an explosion more than
Be like if she was there at the
400 meters in diameter. That's over 4 football fields
It'll
long.
be,
To have a blast
she would be absolutely destroying every single devil that the
Denji just doesn't get to do
That
anything.
the
She
Denji
just
squad
she
goes
one shots
to.
everything.
yeah, honestly.
that size, you'd need to be
Gets ready to
exploding
rev
with
it
over
and
2
whoever gets
kilotons of
the
TNT.
More than
kilotons?
comparable to nuclear weapons.
Oh my god.
It's over. It's over. Put your hands up, buddies. It's over.
I'm sorry, Lamani.
Sorry,
REZE might be winning now.
Now, why'd you say it was a bomb?
No, you said that.
No, you said it.
You said that in the hotel room.
I said she was the bomb.
She was the bomb?
I
No.
think it's over, bro.
No.
You still have faith?
Oh, it's Bakugo we're talking now. Come on. I ain't never lost.
Alright. My mind is swaying to REZE. But you know what? I'm gonna have faith in Bakugo, alright? He's the underdog.
It's really impressive considering REZE is not the devil of nuclear bombs. That's apparently an entirely
That's an
separate
actual
thing.
thing.
Despite
Okay.
her bombs being technically conventional, they're just
I'm
that
surprised that they brought
strong.
it up.
Likely comparable to other powerful devils like the Gun Devil, who could travel across the world and kill millions of people in 5 minutes.
That'd be over 500 times the speed of sound.
Holy
She's
shit,
even
okay.
stronger than the Typhoon Devil, a sentient city-spanning storm.
The literal coughing baby to her hydrogen bomb.
Unfortunately
Nice.
for REZE, Denji took her lessons to heart and proved he was more than a fitting host for the Chainsaw Devil.
He whooped her ass, but spared her life, just in case her seduction wasn't a total act after all.
But it wasn't meant to be. Whether REZE chose the safe life of the country mouse or the exciting life of the town mouse, there are hungry cats everywhere.
Oh my
Damn.
god, what I would give to find someone to kill you.
REZE's dreams of freedom were never realized. She simply changed hands from one cold, unfeeling entity to another. And this time, there was no escape. She was a weapon, a symbol of man's bottomless capacity for malice and self-destruction.
A living bomb.
Oh man. That's
The
some poetry
battle's
right
about to
there.
start, and I hope you've got something good to hear these kabooms with, like our sponsor,
Oh, my
Raycon.
God. Final bets. I'm still thinking Bakugo.
Yeah, you said REZE.
No, I didn't change my mind. I said my mind was weighing. All right.
Come on. Think.
My mind is swaying to REZE, but you know what? I'm gonna have faith in Bakugo, right? Now he's the underdog.
This is real.
Nah, it's Bakugo all the way, but I swear to God, if there's gonna be any feat now, it's gonna be the nuclear bomb comparison thing. Ooh, I'm getting steamed, bro.
They really threw the nuclear bomb tactic at us. Oh no. Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
I've been sent to collect your head, Dynamite.
Better villains than you have tried, lady. You tell your bosses that after I send you back in a coffin!
Oh shit.
How would I tell them that if I was already dead? Wow, you're quick.
Shut up and die!
Oh, 2D. That's good.
Oh, damn! Oh, damn!
Okay. Oh.
There's no way in
Oh, no.
fight they keep Bakugo in a fucking fight, bro. There's no way. I don't care what martial arts she knows. Bro, we see the same guy.
Oh no.
Oh, it's
Oh,
Not already?
damn.
Already?
Was that just his final move right there?
He didn't say cluster.
Nah, he still has.
Oh
he
yeah.
didn't say
Close.
cluster.
Okay. We're good.
move it or lose it, people!
Save me, Dynamite!
Let go of me!
Boom.
Oh. Yo, that was cool. Appreciate it.
Leave them out of this!
Oh. Come on, Bakugo. You can't do this to me. Woo. That was pretty good though.
For what it's worth, Dynamite, your blood was delicious.
You bit off a bit more than you
Oh, it's
can
over.
chew. My blood isn't the only thing you drank. It's my sweat you should worry about, dumbass.
No way. Oh shit.
You know,
Oh
It's
no.
actually really funny.
Okay. It's okay.
I'm aiming for
And he's doing the stupid leg.
Howitzer! Impact! Cluster!
Already?
Ew. Oh. Come on. Ah.
If she somehow kills him in some, the fight's over, bro.
That's over.
All
I
right.
hear a laugh.
How much
I
is
hear
the
a laugh
fight
right
over?
now.
There's no way.
This fight's done.
Is
There's
the
no way she
Twitter?
comes back.
If he,
Is the
If I
Twitter?
hear-
Oh no.
if I hear a laugh, it's over. If I hear a laugh, it's over.
Makino shows up.
Scratch that. Not enough for a coffin.
Okay.
Oh, oh my god! Oh my god! I was so scared. I was scared because that death was way too quick.
That
I'm not gonna
pause,
lie.
Nah, can we talk about that hard, like that quick, or that pause after he raised his fist? I really thought it was gonna, like, her foot was gonna come into frame from behind his head.
Right.
Yeah, I just drank some blood. Like,
If they did the whole drink some blood thing, I would be kind of pissed because, man, she was not coming back after she got his head. I mean,
Bad.
let's see. Let's have to
I'm
explain
sorry
it.
to hear about your girlfriend that passed away. She gets 5 big booms. Boom! Boom!
On the surface, these two seemed evenly matched. So let's break this fight down into
Did they,
3
though?
categories: their speed, their stamina, and their firepower.
First up, let's talk speed.
Both Bakugo and REZE could
Has
rocket
to
through
be
the sky at
Bakugo,
hypersonic
right?
speeds and maneuver and redirect themselves
And he
on
had
a
it.
dime
As
in the
soon as
middle
I
of
seen him
fights.
have that
To
damage
the
to tire,
casual
though.
observer, at least, they seem to be on par with each other.
So we
Okay.
have to look at the people they've fought to compare.
REZE has battled Chainsaw
Aki,
Man, who could match
get out
and
of there.
defeat someone using the Gun Devil's power.
The same gun devil that could literally fly around the world, killing millions of people at over 500 times the speed of sound.
Impressive, but compare that to Bakugo fighting Shigaraki, who could react
Okay.
fast enough to catch light beams with his bare
Okay,
hands.
okay, they're
That's
doing
over
that like speed
1,000
tech. Okay.
times faster. And that was before Bakugo's quirk awakening that made him even faster than that.
With reaction speed of that caliber, there's little chance REZE could ever get the drop on Bakugo, and would likely be forced to play catch-up in a duel. Speed goes to Bakugo.
However, speed doesn't matter if one couldn't truly hurt the other. A big part of this fight is their stamina.
Bakugo's durability is mind-boggling. He's survived being impaled through the torso and has even brought himself back to life.
But unlike REZE, his stamina does eventually hit a limit. Every explosion he makes whittles him down just a little bit more and uses up more and more of his sweat. Without a break, he can eventually run out.
Whereas REZE can effectively create bombs without respite and from a
I like
distance.
how they say that,
Unlike
but it's like, when you think
Bakugo,
about
who usually
all the
likes
fights
to
he's
get
been
up
in,
close
when
and
it starts
personal.
to happen,
Furthermore, her devil
Like,
hybrid physiology gives her an
it
actual
still takes forever.
No, it does. But I would say it's kind of a fair assessment when we're talking about Death Battle.
regenerative
play
healing
that shit,
factor, allowing her to shrug off the same kind of mortal blows that would eventually kill Bakugo, main character plot armor or not.
If this ever became a war of attrition, REZE had it in the bag.
Okay.
Stamina goes to REZE.
However, it's unlikely it would ever get to that point. The biggest factor in this fight was always going to be their raw firepower.
All right, here we go.
Explosions! First, we gotta compare their two biggest blasts. REZE's nuclear light bomb against Denji versus Bakugo's howitzer impact cluster.
And the difference is obvious. Based on calculating their sizes, Bakugo's 300 kiloton explosion was over 100
No
times more
way.
powerful than REZE's 2 kiloton.
What? No. What? He was a nuke the whole time? I've never seen him explode that.
REZE fan.
That's some bullshit,
The
bro.
REZE fan. That's some crazy
That's some
word.
bullshit, bro. Wow.
Blast.
But that's not all.
So you better
Remember
stay
the
on that side,
Typhoon
bro.
Devil.
Coffee,
Hold
baby,
up. I said
to create
Bakugo
a storm
first.
big enough to cover Tokyo's over 2,000
And then
square
you
kilometers,
fucking
he'd have to be generating more than 400 kilotons of TNT.
Greater than Bakugo, right? But that's not all. Again, Bakugo's howitzer impact once shattered the size of this big-ass mountain. And despite being earlier on in the series, it was ginormous. Almost 3 kilometers in radius.
Or just over 2 megatons of TNT. 5 times more powerful than the Typhoon Devil, and way beyond anything we've seen REZE do.
And this was Bakugo before reaching his full power in his fight against All for One. Bakugo takes the final edge in explosions.
Wow.
And remember, Bakugo withstands the recoil of all his blasts. So even though REZE had greater stamina, Bakugo was more than tough enough to hang on and get his kill shot, especially
Okay.
with his superior speed.
And devil healing factors
I
can
don't
be
think Bakugo's
overtaxed with
shoulder
enough
ever,
damage.
like-
Hell, she needed to drink blood a couple times against
don't
Denji
think
just to
his
keep
shoulder ever
fighting.
moved. He
Against
shoots his
someone as
bombs.
fast and powerful as Bakugo, she would not get the chance to heal consistently or perhaps
That's
at all.
fair.
And what happens when
The
devils
Twitter fight
die?
is over now.
They Bakugo
It was obvious the
to
whole time.
hell.
The winner is Katsuki
Bad.
Bakugo.
Bombshell
Bad.
hero,
Bombshell
great
hero,
explosion, murder,
great
God,
explosion.
Dynamite. Next time on.
All right. You said something about Magneto. What's up with that, huh?
I don't think it'll be another anime fight since it did two.
That's true. That's true.
Death battle.
All right, here we go.
Mr. Krabs.
Wait,
Oh,
it's happening! Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
Mega Man.
oh, Gru versus
It's
Mega Man.
happening!
Subscribe and join as a member to see more
Yo.
Death Battle. And don't forget to order your very
That'll
own
be
Wizard
crazy.
Crazy
I think
from
it's
YouTube.
gonna
Click that link below the like button.
Are we serious?
First off,
Did I just see that?
no, you
Right?
saw that. You saw that. It was
That-
let me see.
What?
Where-
Battle Beast is getting worked.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on,
What do you
hold
mean,
on,
what?
hold on.
You heard me right.
I've seen
Did we
some
see the
power
same fight,
scaling.
Slug?
No, we did see the same fight. I'm just saying that there's some scaling involved.
Oh.
All right.
No matter what happened, in fucking I'm about to say Filtramite and fucking Invincible.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody is stepping to Boros, bro. He was literally a Dragon Ball Z Frieza villain, bro.
Yeah.
Look at him. Go back and watch his fight with Saitama, bro.
No. I agree. I agree. But you gotta understand, Battle of Beasts is also a hybrid Saiyan, not hybrid Saiyan. A Viltrumite equal to Thrag. All right.
Lamani, take your friend, bro.
There's some scaling involved. You have to understand.